I've dealt with the guilt and shame of pornography and masturbation addiction and even sex addiction. And the reason that I decided to do this is because I did not want anyone else to go through what I went through and have felt what I felt. And I know what it takes in order to overcome it because I've done it. I've done the work, people. I'm just putting a public face to it. I'm putting a public face to something that is so personal, something that a lot of you all that are watching me right now are very ashamed to admit. But it's in your not admitting it is the reason why you're struggling with it. Because many of you, if you're here right now, you're saying to yourself, well, Dom, I'm here because I really need to help. I'm tired of being prideful. You know, many of you all are on the verge of losing your marriage, losing relationships. Many of you have lost a relationship, maybe have lost a job, maybe have lost your reputation. Many of you are contemplating suicide. You look down on yourself. You feel shameful. You feel dirty. But you know what, my friends? You don't know. You no longer have to feel that way because help is here, folks. I dealt with porn addiction for over 17 years. And when I really cried out to God, I was downloaded certain tips and strategies that were right under my nose the whole time, written in the pages of the Word of God, that helped me finally understand why I was doing what I was doing in the first place, why I was struggling in the first place. This is how I was always taught. I was always taught each one teach one. It's my mission to see families together. It's my mission to see men and women whole because, trust me, believe it or not, a lot of women struggle with pornography as well. Folks, when you download the videos below, when you download and enroll in the coursework, you will learn everything there is to know about what you personally need to do in order to overcome porn and masturbation addiction. Not only that, you will be able to identify the triggers that have you struggling in the first place. You'll learn to build your confidence up again, folks. Confidence is very important, and a lot of you all have lost your confidence. Let's just face it, folks. I'm not telling you from the position of someone who's theorizing about it. I'm telling you from the position of someone who struggled with it themselves for over 17 years. Yes, I could bloviate about my accomplishments, about how I went to graduate school and I learned the mindfulness technique and I took all these classes in psychology, got my master's degree in sociology and was on my way to getting a PhD in counseling psychology. I could tell you all that, but it does not matter. What matters is I dealt with it, I overcame it, I know what to do to overcome it, and you want to know what you need to do in order to overcome it. I can help you, folks. I know this because I dealt with it. I've done it. I've done the work. Folks, it is so, folks, I'm so passionate about this thing because I remember a personal story. I remember some years ago, I was dating this young lady and I was so bound by the shackles of pornography. And I thought I was getting ready to marry this young lady. And there I was, so caught up in porn, so enraged by porn, that I would look at a porn and try to do the same things that I saw on the porn with this young lady. And then I would look at this, I would literally be watching a porn and looking at a preacher on TV, not feeling anything about it because my mind had gotten so warped. Reality had started getting warped. I could not look at a woman uh, uh, just purely just as another human being because of watching pornography. Women became objectified to me, and it's a very unconscious thing. Wasn't like I wasn't a nice guy, but that's one of the manifestations that porn has on you over time. You start to objectify the opposite sex, folks. You know what you're dealing with. You know that you're dealing with it, but you don't know to what extent. Let me help you identify the triggers that are influencing you. Understand the role that shame plays in your life. Understand unforgiveness, how it plays a role in porn addiction. Understand rejection, how it plays a role in porn addiction. I'll help you understand also that you wrestle not against flesh and blood, but principalities and powers. Understand the role of spiritual warfare in porn addiction. Yes, the strategies that I teach from are from a biblical perspective because that's what works. Yes, I can go into the psychoscience. I can talk about creating neural pathways. I can bloviate on ad infinitum about how you need to attract new things to your life, and those things are important. But ultimately, even after you form new habits or you try to form new habits, if you don't understand it from a spiritual perspective, you will continue to fall. Folks, my approach to therapy, if you will, to coaching, is to approach the whole man, not only just from a psychological perspective, and that's important, but also approaching it from a spiritual one. So, if you would like additional tips and strategies that will help you overcome porn and masturbation, that will help you be on the road to recovery once and for all, then schedule a consultation with me. Not only schedule a consultation with me, a free consultation with me, but enroll in the coursework. In that coursework, I have over 6 hours of informative information that will teach you everything there is to know about how to overcome porn and masturbation addiction. And here's a bonus for you folks that's so interesting. This course, yes, I talk about porn and masturbation addiction, but really, if you listen to the teaching, it will make you a better man or woman overall. Yes, I make no qualms about it. This course does really focus on people that are Christians who believe things from a biblical perspective. However, this course is open for anyone. And I make it open to those people because those are the people that believe the perspective that I teach it from. But the course, again, is open to anyone. And also, if you take this course, you will learn so much more about yourself. It will make you a better person overall. So if you're a person that's dealing with low self-esteem, this course is going to help you. Low self-worth, this course is going to help you. You dealing with feelings of rejection, this course is going to help you. It applies to other areas of your life so much more than just porn addiction or sex addiction. It deals with addictions in general because they all have the same basic root. All addictions have the same basic root, and we go into that into this course. So again, if you're really struggling with porn or addiction and you want to hear from the horse's mouth, not some psychologist who got an Ivy League PhD or PsyD, and they're just telling you from what they heard or what they were taught, but someone who's highly educated, who went through it themselves, who battled in the trenches themselves, and who came out smelling like a rose, then get my course. Then if that's not enough, get in contact with me to get a free consultation and we'll go from there. I love you guys. You can do it. You are a victorious overcomer.